It's time to kick off the 2024 season. Giants and Padres rematch of last year's NLDS. On the hill for the Giants is the AL Cy Young winner and MVP from last year, Chris Sale, and he'll be opposed by the NL Cy Young winner in Dinelson Lamet. Take a look at the Giants lineup 1-9, as well as the Padres lineup on the day. Start things off top half of the first inning. Gilberto Fuentes' 3-0 count gets the green light, and his season starts off with a rip in the right center field gap. That's going to be an easy double, and he's immediately in scoring position. Then Jock Peterson, rocking the high socks this season, hits a ground ball to first base, and that's going to get Fuentes over to third, which would then allow Javi Baez to hit a ball in the sky high into deep left field, and that's going to tag up Fuentes from third base as it's a sac fly, and the Giants jump off to a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first inning, Chris Sale getting to work. Luis Urias goes down looking on a fastball for the first strikeout of the game, and then the next strikeout comes on their offseason acquisition in Daniel Robertson, and then the 1-2-3 inning is capped off as Machado grounds out to Baez at short, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Sale. Bottom of the second now, Franmil Reyes, well, he breaks that 1-2-3 inning streak, as this one's going to be way out of here. In the second deck in left field, a absolute bomb for Franmil Reyes, picks up where he left last year and ties the game at 1. Bottom of the second, later on in the inning, it's Dom Nunez going down on a front door slider, a nasty pitch, and then a chopper to Gallo at third to complete the inning, as it's still 1-1. Move on to the fifth, where Chris Sale really gets in a groove. Nunez could not hold up on that slider, and then for the third out, it would be Myers going down swinging. So bottom of the sixth now, first batter up Swaggerty, swinging through the slider away from him. That's 1 down. Next batter up is the pitcher Lamet, fastball blown right by him, up and in. That's 2 down, and then Sale would strike out the side as he gets Urias to go down on the slider. So strike out the side for Chris Sale, pick things back up in the 7th inning, where he starts off by striking out Robertson. Next batter up Machado. He's going to go down on a perfectly placed slider on the inside half. And then Franmil Reyes is going to get a fastball blown by him. That is 2 straight innings of striking at the side for Chris Sale. Move things on top of the 8th. Coda Glover came on for the Padres, and with 2 outs, Peter Mooney hits a ball to left center field. This one's going to get down over the glove of Will Myers in left field, and that's going to be an easy double for the 5'6" hit machine, so he's in scoring position. Then Lorenzo Ordonez is intentionally walked, so the pitcher spot is up as Sale's day comes to an end in an important spot as Buster Posey comes on to pinch hit, and he stupidly swings at the first pitch, pops it up the right field, and the game remains tied at 1. Move things on, bottom of the 9th now. Alex Claudio came on for the Giants. First batter up is a lefty in Jankowski. Tries the reach on a drag bunt, but he's going to be gunned down at first as Gallo makes the play. Next batter up is Urias, and he's going to hit a line drive into left field, but Klauboff now in left is going to be able to put that one away on the run. Bottom of the 9th here, and that's going to be a ground ball to Fuentes at first base. And that's going to end the 9th inning. On to extra innings now. Keenan Middleton came on in the 10th inning. Manny Machado going down on the slider after a steady diet of sliders in that AB. Next batter up, Reyes getting a fastball blown right by him. And that brings up the offseason acquisition of Rhys Hoskins, and Rhys Lightning walking it off for the San Diego Padres in his first game in a Padres uniform. An absolute bomb. Over to the Western Metal Supply Company, as the Padres win this opening day matchup 2-1 over their division rival, the San Francisco Giants. A true pitching duel between the 2 aces of Dinelson Lamet and Chris Sale, but the Padres do come out on top here in extras thanks to Rhys Hoskins' bomb in the 10th inning. The only other runs on the day were Franmil Reyes' solo shot, and then also Gilberto Fuentes hit a double and then was scoring on a sac fly from Javi Baez. Heading out to the City of Angels as the Giants take on their longtime rival Los Angeles Dodgers, who are sending out their offseason acquisition in Tyler Glasnow. Made 32 starts last year with the Rays, and he'll be opposed by the Giants' waiver wire pickup of J.B. Bukauskas, making his first start of the 2024 campaign. Take a look at the Giants lineup as well as the opposing Dodgers lineup. We'll start things off top half of the 3rd inning, still 0-0, and then Peter Mooney is going to get the hitting started here as he goes out to left center field. bounces one into the seats. That's a ground rule double. He's in scoring position. Then Klauboff is also going to pepper that left center field gap, taking advantage of the poor fielding Roger Wagner out there in left. And that's going to score Mooney as they trade places. A 1-0 lead for the Giants. Next batter up, Gilberto Fuentes, a slow roller into center field. That's going to score the runner in Klauboff from second base. It's now a 2-0 lead. Fuentes goes and swipes second base, gets himself into scoring position. So runner on second, one down for Jock Peterson. He's going to pull a ball off this right field wall. That's going to get down. And it's going to be another double as the Giants now have a 3-0 lead. Javi Baez now at the dish with one out, and he's going to left center field. For whatever reason, Peterson did not go right away, and then when he got to third, he just stopped for whatever reason, so it's only going to be second and third. Nobody scored there, but then Joey Gallo chops one at the second base. LeMahieu makes the play, but a run does come in to make it 4-0. Ramos then with two outs grounds out to Chapman at third, so it's a 4-0 Giants lead after that top of the third inning. On to the bottom of the fourth, Bukauskas gives a pitch to Matt Chapman. He's taking it to dead center field. 422 feet to dead center. That is Matt Chapman's 200th career home run, makes this a 4-1 game. Also his first home run as a member of the Dodgers. Eric Bench came on in the top of the fourth, and he would give up a single here to Javi Baez. That's going to get up the middle on the ground, so Baez on first base. Next batter up, Joey Gallo. Full count, that's ball four. He'll take his base, so first and second, one out now for Buster Posey. He's going to smack a ball into right field, so bases are juiced for the Giants. For the next batter up in Peter Mooney, he's going to ground one up the middle. That gets into center field. One run comes in. Here comes the second runner. The throw to the plate is offline, and that's a 2 RBI single for Peter Mooney. Makes it a 6-1 game. Derek Klauboff then grounds one at the shortstop. A run comes in. It's now a 7-1 score. After 5 strong innings for Bukauskas, Brandon Marquez came on for the 6th. In a bit of a jam, but he would get out of it by striking out Wilson Contreras on the cutter on the hands, and then would work a 1-2-3 7th inning by capping it off on a pop-up from the pinch hitter Jaron Kendall. Tanner Scott came on for the 8th inning for the Giants, and he would get out of the 8th by getting a fly ball out to left field, and it's a Superman diving catch by Jock Peterson. Probably didn't need a dive on there, but you can always get some style points. Take a look at this one. Again, a magnificent diving play from Jock out and left, and then on the 9th, Scott worked a double play, a line out right into Fuentes. He makes the snag, and then lays down the tag on the runner diving back. A double play to end the ball game as the Giants win this one 7-1 over their longtime rival Los Angeles Dodgers. Javi Baez gets player of the game honors. He had a double and 2 singles on the day. Peter Mooney 2 for 6 with a double, 2 runs driven in. Derek Klauboff with a double and 2 runs driven in. And in J.B. Bukauskas' first start for the Giants, he went 5 innings, only gave up 3 hits, struck out 3, and only gave up 1 run on the day. Some bad news for the Giants is in his second start, in the first inning of it, J.B. Bukauskas fractured his forearm. He is on the 60-day IL. He is out for 1 to 2 months. So that means that Marco Murillo has been called up from AAA, and he will take over that number 5 spot in the rotation. Giants playing host to another NL West foe in the Colorado Rockies, both teams sitting at 9-5 on the year. Ryan Castellani, making his 3rd start of the season for the Rockies, has some pretty good strikeout and walk numbers, has just given up quite a few hits. He'll be opposed by the rookie out of Venezuela, Marco Murillo, making his first career start. Take a look at the Giants lineup 1-9, as well as the opposing Rockies lineup 1-9. We'll start things off top half of the first inning, where Brendan Rodgers is going to start this game off with a bang. Dead center field, a solo shot, and that is not how Marco Murillo wanted to start his career. A 1-0 lead for the Rockies, but then he would settle back in. Next batter up, Charlie Blackmon whiffs through that nasty curveball that he possesses, and that's the first strikeout of Murillo's career. He would then get out of the inning as he works a pop-up to the infield from Socrates Brito. Mooney's there to put it away, and it's only a 1-0 game. Brendan Rodgers was then immediately replaced by Trevor Story at shortstop. Move things on to the top of the 3rd. Charlie Blackmon Hard hit or ground ball. Sosa makes the diving stop, but it's going to be not in time as he beats it out at first. And then Nolan Arenado comes up, and he's going to smack a ball into that right center field gap. Gets into the actual very corner of it. And then Baez's throw gets into the cutoff man, but it's not going to be in time as it's now a 2-0 lead for the Rockies. On to the bottom of the third now where Jock Peterson draws himself a walk. 2 outs, Baez, ground ball up the middle. That's going to be runners on first and second for the Giants. Next batter up is Joey Gallo. 1-2 count. He's hitting a missile on the ground past Hampson at second base. Runner's going to round third, head home. Blackmon nowhere near a strong enough arm to get that to the plate in time, so the lead is cut in half. Now it's second on third and 2 outs. Ramos, hard hit fly ball into right field. Blackmon makes the play. So 2-1 game, top of the fourth. Socrates Brito going into right center field. That's going to get up off the wall. Easy double for the fleet-footed Brito to lead off the inning. Next, 2 batters later with 1 out now, Tony Walters hits a ball on the ground through the right side of the infield, and Ramos, ball gets right under his glove. That's going to allow Brito to score. It's now a 3-1 lead for the Rockies. But then in the bottom of the fifth, the Giants started coming back. Jock Peterson reaches down and clubs one over that right center field fence. You can kiss that ball goodbye. And then later on in the inning, Joey Gallo is going to visit McCovey Cove. That one's way out of here. Pico de Gallo with a monster shot, and it ties the game up at 3. Move things on, top of the 7th inning, Tommy Pham with a runner on first, ground ball to shortstop, Sosa flips to second, Mooney fires the first, a 6-4-3 double play, and then the inning would come to an end as Trevor Story flies one out to right center field. Ramos is there to put it away on the fly. And then Tanner Scott move things on to the top of the 11th where he comes on after nothing's going on. So extra inning ball now. A walk to Socrates Brito with 1 out, so runner on first base. He proceeds to go and swipe second, get himself into scoring position. So he's now on second. Garrett Hampson then goes up the middle with a base knock. That's going to score easily the fleet-footed Brito. And now the Rockies have a 4-3 lead in this game. Scott would eventually get out of the inning by working a ground ball from Tony Walters, a 5-4-3 double play. So a 4-3 game. Carlos Estevez comes on in the bottom of the 11th. First batter he's facing, Joey Gallo, first pitch swinging, hits a missile off the right field wall, off the brick. That's going to be able to get into second base as Blackmon's arm is nowhere near strong enough. And then the Giants want to get some extra speed on second base, so Derek Kloboff comes in a pinch run, 1 out. Joey Bart, ground ball for the right side. Blackmon feels the throw to the plate. Here's the play. He's safe. Derek Kloboff scores and ties the game at 4. Joey Bart is pumped. Move things on, top of the 12th. Gazelman comes on to keep the game where it is in a bit of a jam, but he gets out of it by striking out Arenado. Game remains tied at 4. Bottom of the 12th now, Estevez still on the hill. It's a ground ball through the right side of the infield. He's now on first base. Next batter up is Jock Peterson. He hits a ball through the right side of the infield, a perfectly executed hit and run. Fuentes gets into third easily on the weak arm of Blackmon. Javi Baez is an intentionally walk to load the bases. Derek Kloboff then comes up, and he's going to get jammed. So now there's 2 down in the inning. Next batter up is Elliot Ramos. He swings at a 1-0 pitch, pops it up to center field, so bases loaded are stranded, and the game remains tied at 4. Braylon Marquez came on in the top of the 13th. 2 outs in the inning. Austin Hedges, chopper down the third baseline. Fuentes, jump throw from foul territory, makes the play. Amazing play from Gilberto Fuentes. Who knew he had that in him? Harrison Musgrave, who has not given up a run all season long, came on from the bottom of the 13th, and he would throw 1 pitch, and that streak comes to an end. Joey Bart, right center field, bleachers. A 5-4 win for the Giants, a walk-off solo shot for Joey Bart. He had 4 hits on the day, 3 singles, including the one that tied it up in the bottom of the 11th. And then he comes back up in the bottom of the 13th, and he hits a walk-off home run. Have yourself a day, Joey Bart. Despite Bart's big day, Joey Gallo does get Player of the Game honors as he had a home run and 2 doubles on the day. Jock Peterson, a 2-hit day as well with a home run. 2 runs scored as well in this 5-4 victory for the Giants over their NL West foe of the Rockies. And with that being said, that is going to wrap things up here for this edition of the San Francisco Giants franchise. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I am saying, I just can't get enough of that new Corday and Anderson pack track. It absolutely slaps.